I thought all those little things like the Dimorphodons, more so the... Oh, no, they're dying. Oh, wow. Welcome back to more ARK Fjordur, and today we're going after the second to last final boss, but the third regular ARK boss, which is the dragon. I am going to rock, which hopefully works to my favor, the Rex and Andrewsarchus army. Again, the Rexes have about 40k health, and they'll probably have a few levels that I'll put into melee once again. The only issue is that since they do have saddles, they'll take less damage, but the dragon will shoot out fire, and fire is not necessarily a good thing because it's continuously doing damage, which obviously is not ideal. I don't think it's going to be a lot, but hopefully we have enough to make this thing happen. Again, it is going to be the gamma level, but still. You always got to start somewhere, and I figure best not to wait any longer and to get this thing started immediately. So, where this is on the map is bottom left in the Aberration Cave. So, we have to traverse all the way over, where is it? Right over here, I believe. Around over there. So, we used the Rock Drake recently, so let's swap out and maybe, you know what? It's been a very long time since we actually used the Wyvern, so let's actually do that right now. Whenever you're ready, bud. Thank you. So you got a couple levels. We don't really need to worry about you with anything. I guess maybe movement speed, even though it's kind of useless. Yeah, so right over here, right on the other side, I believe. I haven't been here in a while, but I think it's on the other side is the entrance to the cave. We just got to take a few seconds, go down the stairs, go inside, portal, and that's it. What I got to do first is obviously, before doing anything like I've been in the past couple videos with these other bosses, I want to level them up individually before putting them all into that circle and then squirming them further in so that way it's not too difficult to level them up. Because although I did get everybody in the last couple ones, it is rather annoying and it takes more time because you got to weed through the ones you did do, weed through the ones you didn't, and they're always clustered, so you tend to pick up, you tend to access the inventory the one you just did or the one you did already prior to without realizing, and it's just repetitive work that's a waste of time. So, any moment now, I should see this entrance. I think I just passed it. It should be over here. Again, it's a ginormous entrance. There should be the cliff face. Or is it on the other side? It might be on the other side. So yeah, so there'll be a gigantic opening. There, I believe, is like a little pathway, walkway with a tree in the middle of it. And then you just go inside and you're all good there. Yeah, so I'm really hoping the fire situation is not terrible. Again, they're high-level Rexes, so they should do relatively well, but you never really know until you're in it when things get real. Or is this the cave? This might be the back entrance. Since I'm gonna get kicked off of you, let me just swap over to... Who do we want? You know, haven't used the berry in probably ever. So let me give you some miles on the road. You know, you're quite slow, but I'll deal. So yeah, this is, I think, where's this the front entrance? I don't remember there. Wow, you've really been, just because I'm probably never going to use this thing again and the series is practically going to be over, I'm just going to put this all into your movement speed just to see how fast you could be. Even though this is definitely not what you want to ever use your levels on in a berry. Alright, you're somewhat fast. I mean, obviously you're like another 100% faster, but regardless, this is where we want to be. So again, you just come to the entrance because this is the Aberration Cave, or rather the zone before it. It's not a gigantic area. This is where I was in the beginning of the series in that exploration video, but right down here is a little bit of the Aberration Zone. I got the Ravager here, so you'll probably come across some other aberrant creatures if I had to take a guess. Although there's just Arthur that I'm seeing at the moment, so nothing crazy. There's really nothing in there except like other places. There's a big metal pocket, like a side cave, but we don't need to go in there anymore because we have the tech farm with all that metal being produced. Yeah, it's really small. The other one seems to be a little wider, but this one seems to be more open. So let's go back to where we have to go, this entrance right here. And I have all the things I need, which is essentially the artifacts and the one relic. So I no longer require your assistance. So I'm going to get you guys back in the folder so I don't accidentally throw you out. And I'm going to level up each of these individually before gamming up. So I'm pretty sure, based on how the other ones work, this edge is the circle that the portal will be spawned in. So I had to get everybody inside here. Not difficult, but this one does look a bit smaller. Ooh, you got 9 levels. Definitely going to put that all in the melee. That's beautiful. These things are going to be absolute units now, and they're going to be able to do some good damage. You had 3. Not terrible, but still, you had 2. So why'd that one have 9? I don't believe it got the final kill on or really any of the bosses, but yeah, these are lesser levels, so don't know what the story is with that, but regardless, I will take it if I could get it, because you got to at this point. Yeah, these are all just doing 1s and 2s. Don't know, maybe you've been alive longer? I truly don't know. Either way, we're gonna get these guys leveled up, and when we're all situated and set up ready to go, I will jump right to it, and we will all see how I fare in the dragon fight in ARK Fjordur in ASE. So we seem to be all good here. Again, everybody is in the portal area, so we should not have an issue. I don't know why I got some lag there, but we should not have an issue with anything going on. And in terms of levels, for the most part, most of them have like 2 to 3, so if we just look at the base stats right now, about 500 minimum health, melee should be a definitely good number. So we got this guy again, or rather this lady. I don't know if melee on an Andrew Sarkis makes a difference, but regardless, we're just going to get in here. And I just remembered the thing that is of the most importance, or rather I don't know how it's going to favor. There are Dimorphodons, I'm pretty sure, that will spawn and will come at you. I don't know if the saddle, because on Andrew Sarkis it's turreted and enclosed, if that'll make a difference and protect me from the Dimorphodons, or if they're going to be able to get right through, in which case I do have it with the minigun. So while the Rexes are chomping on the dragon, however that works out, I could basically just gun for the Dimorphodons and everything should be good. But let's see how we gonna do this thing. This is not ideal. Where is the dragon? Oh, you will fly. I kind of had a hunch. Not good. Guys, if you don't mind, I need my Sarkis. And now, where to go? Where the hell is it? I feel like this isn't gonna work that well. Get them all over here at least. Am I out? Yes, I am. Oh, I'm in K mode. That's why it didn't look right. This is not ideal. I mean, at the very least, I guess I'm going to be doing all the... No, there's a range on this. Makes sense. Yep, there are some flyers coming in. Not ideal. At least the Rex are killing the guy. Turret's line of sight. But I need you guys just... Well, the Pteranodons ain't really doing much. They're attacking my guy, so we're good there. I guess this is rather useful that I brought you here. Alright, he is down. I need you guys... No, I need you to attack him. Oh, I keep triggering the wrong thing. Alright, buddy. Rexes, please hit. I probably should keep a couple on me for the fact that the Pteranodons are here, but I think we're good. Oh, this is perfect. Landed, and we could just start smoking him. There we go. Now they're doing what I need them to do. Yeah, I don't even care that much about the Pteranodons because they're really not anything of significance. I'm taking no damage. I mean, I'm just losing because of the heat, but I'll be fine. Matter of fact, let me just pop a quick bite. Water, might as well. If you stay right here, we're fine. Oh, and there goes the fire. Could this Pteranodon get out of my way, maybe? Like, you're just frustrating. Thank you. Alright. The dragon is doing damage, but again, these guys are saddled up, high health, and they got high melee. We're absolutely doing great. It's just a matter of how long this dragon will stay down here, and if that's the case, it's not gonna matter. Like, we're perfectly fine. I thought all those little things like the Dimorphodons more so oh no, they're dying. Oh wow. Maybe fire was starting to do some on some of them, but we'll be fine. I mean, we do have backups. We have a bunch of Rex backups. Oh damn it, you're flying. They're dying because of the fire, of course. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. How much ammo do I have? I got some. I do have some. I gotta sparingly use it though. Because, again, my bullets, I thought I had enough going in. And this is just gamma. Imagine if this was the alpha. Whoa, easy there. Oh, there's a lot. Ooh, damn, I really gotta be careful. Alright, so are you landed and are you attacking? No, I think those are just the Pteranodons. Oh, no. You are hitting that, though. Right, let's just get you down and dead, because that's the thing that matters right now. Ooh, this is gonna get spicy, isn't it? Alright, you're out of range. I mean, whatever I could take off you right now, that would be great. So, the more the merrier. Nope, that's a rock. Gotta avoid that. How much do I have? I got a decent amount still, but it is starting to dwindle. Alright. These Dimorphodons luckily ain't hitting me. Alright guys, we gotta finish strong here. I know I don't have many Rexes, but I do have a decent amount remaining. Out of the 19, I probably got 10 or so left. Oh dear, this isn't good. This might get a little hairy. Oh, there's a couple more. How many do I have over here then? Nope, that's all of them. Lordy. Come on, guys, just a little more, We can do this. Again, I'm not too worried. I do have a bunch of replacements, but still. I would like to have as many of them alive, and we should be done momentarily. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're good. There we go. Gamma down. Wow, that was tenacious to say the frickin' least. That was tough. Not insanely difficult, but wow, some of them were about to die. Like, that's insane. I'm very glad I brought the Andrewsarchus, because if I was doing this on a normal mount, the amount of health I would have had left on these guys, if any of them survived, would have been so minute. As well as just being able to hit this guy from a... Oh, no, they're dying from failure damage. Well, maybe I should reclaim them. But I think we're good. I'm just stuck. I can't even get over that. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Yeah, there's lava. I don't know if they're dying. Honestly don't know if they were dying in the lava pits. Could have happened. Very well could, but they were getting killed very much by the dragon itself, so. Let's see. How much health do you guys have left? Wow, you are on death's frickin' door. Jeez. So we got the trophy. More element. I don't know why you keep getting more element, but good, I guess. We'll take all the ammo, the few bits that are left from you. Take you. Jeez. You were gonna die as well. This was a tough fight. Alright, you weren't as bad, but still, you were pretty tough. Like, very proud that you didn't actually take much damage. Let me just take the hide, because I think I need it for a project I'm working on very soon. Yeah, you're almost dead. Yeah, a lot of them were pretty much almost dead. So, yeah. That would have been very spicy if we lost that and only had the Andrew Sarkis left. I mean, definitely would have gotten interesting, to say the very least. You had a bunch prime meat. I don't really need any more of it, but I will take it just because. I don't want to deal in case there was loot, which there apparently isn't. But you got some good levels, the ones that survived. Yeah. Gamma, fire. I don't know what would have been better, honestly. Maybe, just maybe, it would have been more ideal to have herbivores, which I know don't take as much with the fire damage, but still. What kind of an herbivore is a great fighter? Like, what am I going to use? Brontos? Even if they're not that strong for melee. Sure, they could have a bunch of health, but melee is just not it. Now, let me gamma down. It's quite bright now. We'll just, I don't know, get you home quicker, I guess. Maybe Stegos, because I know they're tanky. Like, they could definitely take the damage, but they're kind of useless in terms of just regular old melee. I guess the Titanosaur would be smart, but I don't know just like if you could take it in, because if the Karches and Gigas can't, I'd imagine you can't take in Titanosaur. But unless there are newer things that get thrown into the game that I'm not aware of that are considered herbivores that could do some serious damage, then there's really something like maybe Magmasaurs would have been smart, actually, because Magmasaurs don't take fire damage because they are essentially fires. So realistically, you'd only have to worry about melee damage with them, and the dragon was only doing like 300 a hit. Nothing crazy, but still, like, it wasn't meaningful hits they were doing, so I don't know if that would have been the move. Maybe you guys have done something different. Like, let me know how your strategies went, because I'm kind of curious. Aside from high-level carnivores, I'm curious what kind of other creatures you ran with. Who knows? Maybe RGs actually would have been smart, because, I don't know if a Pteranodon would make sense, because they do move fast. So you could outrun creatures, but actually I don't think you're allowed to bring in flyers, because if that was the case, I would have brought in wyverns, and I have some pretty good wyverns to get in there. That would have definitely, like, the lightning wyvern would have shredded that guy very, very fast. But in terms of the limitations, which I learned recently, I don't think flyers are allowed in normal vanilla. If I guess you change the settings or mod it, maybe. But in terms of just the game itself, like, normally you're not going to be able to do that. So either way, and I fell. That wasn't smart. Yeah, having a bunch of Brontos might be a play, but they're basically just there to tank hits for you, because you can't really do much else. At least with normal stuff. Anyway, we are home, so let's bring you back in. Let us throw the flag. Where do we want to put you? That makes sense. I guess for the initial moment, I'll just put it right here. Give that a second to just load that stuff in, because, you know, great graphics. Just gotta love that. Let us get the... Nope, we gotta access the the trophy mount with you. Yeah. That definitely doesn't look right. I'll give you a minute to load in as well. Let's check the flag. Hopefully these loaded in. Alright, there we go. it looks cool. Honestly, the coolest one out of all three, I would say, is I like the design of the Broodmother in terms of like the stripes, but I like the dragon more so on the coloring and just how it looks. So Megapithecus is kind of, could have used a little better. Like if they went for a whole body silhouette on the Megapithecus, I feel like that would be much better. Like to just have the whole shape of the gorilla, I think that would be really cool. And for the dragon's head, which is kind of hard to see in the shadow, all right, not bad. Looks pretty good. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer though. Probably not. Wait a second. I think I could parkour a little bit. Go from here on top of the cooker. Come on, give me that. Thank you. And then we go on top of the grinder, not cut our toes up. And there we go. Gotta say, looks pretty deadly. Like the eye, wait, why the eyes just solid yellow? Is that how all of them look? Let's see, you got, oh, well, we fell, but I know the spider's pretty small. The Megapithecus, I think he has something in his eyes. I'm not sure. Why can't I freaking jump up there? Why can't I jump up here? That's the other, like, that's ridiculous. We could do this. And then we go up here. There we go. Yeah, you got solid white because you're blind in one eye. That I get. And then you got a little bit of something in your eye, at least the right eye with the red. So gives a little something with a pupil. But this guy doesn't have. Wait, do you have a pupil? I don't know. Let me. Why didn't I think of doing this before? No, you're just a solid yellow eyeball. You got some health issues we got to get over and concern you with, but ultimately that's kind of it. Yeah, element. Dang, these guys really took a shot. I mean, really. They have a lot of time they need to heal before I even, or actually, I might not even use these Rexes anymore. I might just use the regular, well, not regular, but the others. So that way I can get newer ones with full health. Again, I'll have to level up their health, but not that big of a deal or concern. Because these guys are pretty quick to heal up, especially when I use a snow owl. So, yeah, I like my whole plan. Absolutely gone to shit because none of that could have worked. I mean, the Thylas had decent... No, their melee was... like, they probably would have died. 20 of them, without a doubt. There would have been no surviving that. Crutches, another waste of time. Not even going to go there. My Rexes. So, we have all of them here. Yeah, let me just throw all these ones back. Because we need to do that. I might throw in Amoeba instead of the Andrewsarchus because if I could get more ammo, I might use the Andrewsarchus, but for right now, where is my Amoeba 2? Okay, you're 256, so I could get you leveled up pretty well. Plus, you have an imprint, so you should be a decent damage output once I actually, like, do it correctly. You in there and you in there. Alright, so let's see. 295. Alright, so you're actually almost healed up. So let me... Since I'm going to have to heal them up, I might as well just get all of them in here. 256, 256, 293. And then I just go over here. And just grab all the females that I could. I guess I'll just heal them up because it would make sense rather than wasting all that time on the new ones. Total, I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 with Amoeba. And then I just need another 5 and 5. So let me just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll get 5 more females. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so I'll heal them all up in between videos. Obviously, there's no point in watching me do all that. But, whoa, we are quite vertical. Let me just gamma down so you can, like, see everything properly. Just give me a second. I don't have, like, a fast scroll, a macro wheel, or anything, unfortunately. I would love to have one, but you know, gotta deal with what you got for right now and make the most of it. So anyway, that's gonna do for today's episode. If you did enjoy, hit the like button to show your support, as well as subscribe to the channel if you come back here regularly and you like to see the content that I put out. Again, we'll be starting ASA, if not already, very soon, and I hope to see you there and support me there as well as you have been here. And also, if you have any suggestions going forward with anything you've seen or just comments that you want to make about how your experiences with these boss fights have been, whether gamma, beta, or even alpha, let me know as well in the comments. And with all that being said, hope you have a great rest of your day and take care.